Welcome back to Titan Toy Museum. Today's customization is going to cover the Funko Batcave. Funko produced a line of Primal Age action figures to tie in the DC heroes such as Batman and Superman with the very popular Masters of the Universe line. They put out a number of figures. You can check out videos on those. The figures are really cool. But this is the Batcave that they released. And I have customized it for my 3 3/4 inch figures to include some of the Spin Master figures, which are about 4 inches. Now here on the front, I've done nothing to modify the front of this castle. I thought it was decorated pretty well. Pictured here in front of it is a Legends of Batman attack wing vehicle produced back in the late 90s. I did a little bit of customization for this by shortening the feet and also adding a little tail piece just to distinguish it from the other vehicles, because I have several of these, and I've also incorporated a console here and control stick there for Batman, and you can see it accommodates the Spin Master Batmans really well. So it's a really nice vehicle. And it ties in, let's kind of hold this up a little bit, ties in really well with this particular Batcave playset. It's really nice for world building. But what I wanted to show you today was the customizations I did on the inside of the Batcave. Once again, as I just mentioned, you can look at videos for the Funko Batcave and see how it's decorated. The lower half is where we'll start. This is where they had a jail cell for the figures, as well as the throne for Batman. But what I've done is I've taken a Kenner playset and removed some of the pieces from it to put the power works in the basement for Batman, if you will. I just kept the cage aspect of it. It didn't seem to bother it too much. And you can see here I have some customized action figures in 3 3/4 inch. I have a nice little Robin here, and my version of a Michael Keaton Batman. For those that collect Batman action figures, you will recognize that a number of the pieces here are taken from a DC Batman that was a 3 3/4 inch or 4 inch figure. I wanted to shorten him just a little bit. And another customized Nightwing and Batgirl riding on a little bat-looking vehicle here. This vehicle was taken from a War Planets collect line from about 1996. It was originally all blue, and it had an Ice King, I believe it was. It was really interesting line. Anyway, looking back at the power works, they had stickers on them, and I had to remove the stickers when I disassembled the playset. But I was able to get these miniature gauges here to add a little more realistic look to it. I'll pan over here to this one as well, over Batman's shoulder. It just adds some really nice detail. Up in the top half of this side, normally you could put his throne up here. And I'm going to move this light a little bit, so I apologize. All right, and it was a very large throne, so I took some pieces from another Batcave play set to make his little control center, decorate it a little bit. The action figures fit really well up in here, so that works out pretty well. Over on this end, I added a little landing. There was just nothing there, and this is the crystal ball that came with this play set. So apparently Batman could, instead of having bat computers and so forth, he would use this crystal ball to see crimes, I would guess. Given that it was tied to the He-Man in some capacity, I modified this crystal ball by giving it just a kind of a grayish bottom, and in the top I inserted a small bird decoed like the sorceress. As part of my world building, I figured uh, if Batman is associated with He-Man, then he would be taking some orders from the sorceress on to handle some of the little smaller crimes that He-Man didn't deal with. In this lower section of the original playset, they had some little training devices. They're way out of scale. It's like a dummy that he could, automaton he could fight, and some uh, weapons array stuff. And as you can see here, there's a sword that came with the Batman action figure, and it's just absolutely massive because the figures this was supposed to have been made for were about 5.5, 6 inches tall. So that doesn't work too well with a small one. I incorporated a small cage over here, and you can see there's a little modified figure of a medieval looking Joker who Batman has kind of pinned away right now. And over here, I took part of the same Batcave Wayne Manor playset and removed the armory, and so that way I could outfit an armory in this playset. And you can see some of the Spin Master armor pieces here in the upper top, a couple of batarangs from different Batman action figure lines, but it gives him a nice array of weapons there that that he can use. So I thought that would work out really well. And really, that's all there is to this playset. I didn't do as much modification on this one as I've done on my other playsets, like the Castle Grayskull or Snake Mountain. And I may or may not modify the outside, but for now, I thought this would make for a nice inclusion in this world building of Eternia. I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good one. Keep watching.